Welcome back to Daily Mail FDM, everybody. It's Sunday. This week we're talking about dysphoria, which is a very serious issue. We're covering it on our YouTube channel. Usually that's the onset of what it kind of feels like to be trans. It's kind of the first kind of feelings that you go through, kind of like what's going on with me, when you feel kind of wrong or even displaced from your own self. You see certain parts of yourself in the mirror, or you get referred to as the wrong pronoun, and it can trigger some very seriously debilitating symptoms, and that is dysphoria. Dysphoria can be different for everybody, but for me, it's definitely a mental issue, as it can take on varying symptoms following depression, anxiety, thoughts of suicide, and self-harm. All very serious issues that need to be addressed. The biggest thing you could do to help with the dysphoria is to find help from a professional individual. Trans-friendly is strongly encouraged, because if you seek out help from a counselor or a therapist or a psychiatrist who isn't trans-friendly or doesn't understand or doesn't know how to handle the situation of somebody coming out as being transgender, then you can get a very negative response or negative feelings, and that doesn't help you grow, it doesn't help you feel any better. So it is strongly recommended that you do find somebody who's trans-friendly and will talk to you in a professional manner, will offer you professional help at the same time. Always remember too that taking medication for helping depression and anxiety is not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I have been on antidepressants before, because I had reached a point in my life where I felt completely at the bottom, and that there was no way that I was going to lift myself up from it, and I did need help with medication. It's not a bad thing. Some people feel ashamed of that, and you should never feel ashamed of what you're feeling. We all need a little bit of help sometimes, and what you're going through is completely valid, your feelings are completely valid, and you are worth the fight. Some of the symptoms of dysphoria can include insomnia, or sleeping too much, lack of appetite or eating too much, stress eating, which is the opposite of that, feeling angry or upset or just completely low on yourself, which can trigger stress-related symptoms in your body. For me, I actually developed stomach ulcers because of the amount of stress that I was compiled on myself, not just from my gender dysphoria and life transition, but the lack of support that I had, as well as other issues that were going on in my life at that time. And stress is a very serious issue, and it does a lot of things to your body, both physically and mentally. There's a lot of physical attributes to being depressed and having stress in your life that can detrimentally affect your body. I, of course, am a more solitary person. I do prefer to be alone to my thoughts. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I keep myself busy. I'm very independent, do my own thing, and I actually prefer to be alone. I don't like to go out a lot, and that's definitely helped me. If I go out, sometimes I feel stressed as well, so I just tend to kind of keep to myself, whether that's going for a drive, listening to music, playing video games, watching TV, watching a movie, or just chilling at home, playing the internet or whatever. So yeah, you're your own person, and you need to find out what is best for you, what works for you to help you solve that dysphoria. Since I started hormones, I haven't been misgendered in the last, probably, I would like to say, at least 2 months, by people in public and people who I'd already come out to and asked that they start using male pronouns, who didn't at first actually started using them as my voice deepened and I became more masculine. My face became a little bit more masculine. They started using male pronouns just because it just kind of happened and they just did it. So it definitely feels really empowering to be gendered as what you feel is your gender, which doesn't always, sex and gender do two completely different things. You can be born female and you are male in every other aspect, and that is a huge factor in transgender people's lives, obviously. The biggest advice, like I said, is just to find a professional individual, but doesn't have to be a gender therapist. It could be a counselor or a psychiatrist or a psychologist, or somebody who can help you, channel your thoughts and your feelings into a positive manner, so you're not harming yourself any more than the stress does to you. So that's very important. That's about all I've got for this week's video. We actually have a brand new guy starting up on Wednesday. His name is Noah, and we are very excited for him to be a part of our channel, so make sure you give him lots of love and support. His video will be up on Wednesdays, and he will, from here on out, be our Wednesday guy, so please give him the love and support. As well, this week's new topic is sexuality, so tune in for a very interesting week of videos and information and opinions and feelings, etc., etc. Also, again, I'd like to thank everybody who follows our Tumblr and Facebook and subscribes to our YouTube. We are almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube. We are also almost at 100 followers on Tumblr, and the Facebook numbers are climbing as well, so I really appreciate it, and we love each and every one of you. We can't do this without you guys, so thank you very much.